This time it was me to use the party horn at the beginning of today's stream. It's Friday, my llamas. It's time to relax and enjoy the weekend. If you have standard working week, or if you're unemployed, or whatever, it's time to enjoy a little bit of Factorio Friday. It's been a while since we had last Factorio stream. But it's good to have you here, guys. It's good to be back. And also, it's good to see this giant lake landfill. Finally, I did that. Took me about 3 hours of stream to do that, with additional help of external site that is producing landfill exclusively. But here we go, it's done. I don't have to worry about that anymore. What do I have to do? To clean up some mess here and there and start the VIP super exclusive copper smelting for circuits. That's the plan for today. We're going to try to use beacons as well. I have the draft version of what I would like to have in this area. But of course, it involves beacons. Beacons are consuming energy. If we're going to throw in a lot of the modules, then it's going to consume even more of the energy. So I will start really slow with low amount of the electric furnaces with beacons to see how much of the energy is going to be eaten this way, consumed this way. Laser loves bacons, exactly. I said beacons, but but my pronunciation might be as bad as Laser thinks. I can't deny that, really. Welcome everybody who arrived in the chat. So far we got Kenny the Pirate and Laser and Procrastinates Depression. Welcome everybody else who might be lurking and everybody who might see this video when it gets highlighted, no matter if it's Twitch or YouTube. Both of the videos will be available on both platforms because I am multi-streaming to YouTube as well. So actually, it is easier to find me, I guess. Alright, what should we do today? Let me ask you about your weekend plans first. My weekend plan for now is to at least attempt to make that super exclusive, VIP super exclusive copper smelting and take off one little thing from the to-do list that is my map. Essentially my map. Because, as you might know, the Llama Agoraphobic Megabase is growing, definitely growing. I have felt a lot of discomfort having 2 lakes on both sides, and there was the main bus in between. Finally, I figured it out, that somehow it limits me, so it's time to have some landfill done. We got this done, and there is a high chance that the lake to the west is going to be landfilled as well, at least half of it. I would like to use landfill on, but before that happens, I just want to stack up on all of the landfill I can make. So whatever is going to be used right there, we got 4.6 million of stone right there. Whatever is going to be made into landfill, I am going to keep it for future, because I know how many times I was using the Spidertron, and even if I had the roboports in this place, the robots were not keeping up with the production of the landfill, so they were working really slowly. Not many of the robots were working, and I was trying to use the excess of the landfill that was produced, go to this spot and pretty much do the work myself as well. So I tried to speed up the process. Took me about 3 hours, anyway, so I was just listening to YouTube videos and trying to do that. But it doesn't have to happen anymore. I don't have to worry anymore. But in the future, it's just better to have some more landfill. And that's something that I should keep in mind when you told me, guys, that, yeah, Llama, you should have that landfill done a long time ago. You should stack up on landfill. You shouldn't really limit yourself when using landfill. But I didn't want to listen to you guys, and I regretted that a lot. Alright, we need some stone. So I am going to give up on this landfill production. Because we have landfill production somewhere else in the south. But in this case, I would like for this stone to keep coming towards other areas, and I'm going to cut this area out because I don't want for this stone to be made into landfill, not at all. I want it to stop to be made into the rails and the bricks that we need for science, and we need to work on science today as well. Only 3 stream streak. What happened, Laser? Maybe you had a long nap last time and maybe you missed the streak. I don't know what happened. Anyway, you're still collecting the hay bricks, so you know, all in all, it's positive anyway. You're getting some hay bricks. That's all. That's important. And the trains. Oh my god, I hate those trains. At least, what do we say to trains? Not today. The train gods have been merciful to us when I got Spidertron, finally. Also, yeah, the passive provider chest, I will have to look for it somewhere. Yeah, I don't know where it's going to be stored. This is something that always makes me confused a lot when I make something and I disassemble it. It ends up somewhere in the network, but I never really have a nice spot for chests that would possibly keep this kind of stuff. So I don't know if it's going to end up in the logistic network. Because I think that, yeah, it might end up nowhere, pretty much. That's what I wanted to say. So probably we will need some kind of storage chest. Oh no, I think I know where the storage chest is. This is bad. Okay, so the only storage chest that I am aware of, because I was building the requester chests in the past to landfill this area. The only storage chests that I remember are located roughly in this new oil related area, and yes, I think that something is happening out there, and I think these are the storage chests that I haven't mentioned, and this is not the place to go. I would rather avoid this one, but whatever. By the way, you can see that there are names on the map. You can redeem the name in the game. Even if it's like regular name in the game, you can just tell me, hey, I want to have my own name on the map, and I will try to add you. Usually I would prefer to just go with the regular transport belts, but sometimes I accept requests like laser made out of laser threads or inter made out of rails. Hey, Synaptic Link, good to see you. Any plans for the weekend? That's important question for today. The most important question for today. Are you planning something? Oh, I hope that Laser is not getting sick. But he seemed to cough a moment ago. Laser, please don't get sick. I am not sure if we're going to go out anywhere tomorrow, but it's better not to get sick anytime soon, right? Okay, let's cut down some trees. My plans are to finally show you the miniatures from Heroes of Might and Magic 3, the board game. And if nothing goes wrong, the stream is scheduled for tomorrow at 5 p.m. UTC. Nufi is here as well. Hello! Happy time zone to you as well. I changed my profile picture so you can all see who you are talking to. Oh, that's very nice. Good to see you then. Sorry, I can't really... I mean, I am showing my real face, you know, in the spacesuit this time, but it's really difficult to show my human puppet suit. It might be a little bit shocking to Llama, so I can't really show you my human puppet face. I hope you don't mind. Are you working this weekend, Nufi? Or are you having a time off? I was just asking about weekend plans, and I'm thinking about maybe having any weekend plans. I wonder, I will have to ask Laser. But I just hope that we will figure out something nice. Okay, you know that I never really built according to the grid. I never really planned anything according to the grid. But let's hope somehow that these roboports will be spaced out nicely. Let's hope for that, as I said. And by the way, this mess, I will have to figure that out. Let's count how many of the furnaces we usually have. And I am supposed to have like a special zone for that. And I will try to add beacons to that, but it might be a little bit problematic, to say the least. Probably everything is on the way, or at least most of the stuff. Why would you... Oh yeah, I forgot. Some of the areas needs explosives, and also some of the areas are missing. I am not sure if it's a bug or a feature, but you can see that there are some dots of water. And even when I was using the copy-paste feature and I was trying to paint over these areas, it seems like not every one of them has been covered with landfill. So when I was kind of painting over, even if it was like a bigger piece of the copied part of the blueprint, that was the landfill itself, it's not filling those small pieces that are very irregular areas of water. So sometimes I will have to just mark it and wait for it to be landfilled, either landfilled, or I will have to use landfill myself. And I just see that there are still some patches that needs to be taken care of. Just a few little patches of water, but they are really annoying to me, so I am trying to get rid of them. And of course there are a few places that would be nice to use explosives on, but we don't have any explosives, and we know how we end up with explosives, right? Okay, so you're off this weekend. Oh my god, this is awesome. I hope that you will spend it really nicely and, you know, remember to take some breaks, to spend this time with your family, with your friends, and that you will just enjoy your time off. How to pronounce his name, by the way? I don't know. Usually I have issues with pronouncing even the easiest words in English, so I'm not even attempting to pronounce anyone's names on stream, so I'm sorry, I can't help you, I'm afraid. Right, I forgot about one thing. Let's check how many of the furnaces we have. We got 12. Let's make 6 and see if we can try to fill the belt. Of course, the belts are still yellow belts because we haven't tried to make red belts or the blue belts. And of course, this is Vanilla Factorio, so this is the best we can do there. So how many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good news. Llama can count to 6. And somehow I would like to place more to just make sure that I will have space for that in the future. But I won't be able to stop this area from construction. So we will have the construction zone here, even if I don't want to use it. And that was always bothering me. Especially because we got the source coming from the north. So if we got something coming from the north, it's going to be awful. But okay, before they are going to place down anything, we should we should have 288 megawatts of potential in production, but probably half of this base is not working properly, so assume that we are currently supposed to use about 260 megawatts of energy, at least in my opinion. This would be accurate. So we don't really have much to do out there. I would have to make bigger power plant in the first place, and that's why I think about using landfill on this spot, on this giant pond, so I could use some of it to landfill, but also I would like to just make it into giant power plant area, because this power plant area is very squeezed. We got another giant pond out there, and it's not helping. It's definitely not helping. It's too close to the base. Would be nice to have it a little bit further away, maybe even closer to the biters, even if I don't know how to fight the biters yet. I mean, there have been some accidents going on lately, so I don't really want to get into that anymore. Let's try to finish that, even if I don't like it. And also, you can see me tapping E from time to time. And this becomes normal from now on, because I got used to Q and E for rotating items in RimWorld. So right now I am trying to remind myself how to Factorio. Hope you don't mind that, but well, there were some Factorio streams that I missed and some RimWorld streams that I haven't missed. So it seems like I got used to rotating the items. Accidents, of course, happy little accidents, always, always. Good to see you, Blady. How do I feel? A little bit less sleepy than usual. So it's getting better. So all of these medications I got, it seems like, well, we should wait for them to start working fully. And it seems like, at least for now, I should have the right medicine, but of course there is a lot of therapy going on. Because the situation is quite rough, I could say, regarding the general situation. I am not happy about it, and I have reasons for that. But of course I'm not alone with this situation, unfortunately, and there are more people who who are very unhappy with the decisions that have been made. So, yeah. Do these meds affect your ability to play games? No, they just affect my general well-being. So, I was terribly sleepy for the past over two weeks. And also because I had some other meds prescribed and I had really, really bad side effects. Probably those effects were wearing off really slowly, and in the meantime, I was supposed to introduce the new meds. So I guess that there was some unusual mix going on. So it's better than it was before. It's just I don't really know how to feel anymore. It's strange. I am just quite emotional, Llama, as you might know, and it seems like my general emotions have been muted in a way that I didn't expect. And Laser is actually, I don't know if I can speak for Laser, maybe it would be better for him to respond to this question. But Laser is very supportive in general, and he knows about all of the side effects. And he was helping me to wake up when I needed to take meds again, because I was sleeping so many hours that I would miss the next dose or something like that. So Laser was very supportive. And Laser is okay, I guess. I don't know, I think that I need to touchy Laser and ask him to respond to this question. Maybe it would be easier, but Laser was always very helpful and supportive when I was getting sick or feeling bad. And also we talk about looking for another job a lot. But you can definitely figure out that I am very salty bee about it. It's hard, but we manage. Yeah. Game is hard. Game is hard. Hey, Laser good hug, but what about me? Am I going to get a hug? Laser is not Baldy Agent 47 from XCOM. No, he's not. Laser is joking about getting bald quite a lot, but he's lying. I know him for so many years and he's not going bald anytime soon. Otherwise it will be no touchy. Oh, I get it. In general, thanks for asking, guys. It's just a weird situation to me. The thing that bothers me most is the fact that I really enjoyed my workplace and I would like to get back to that workplace at some point, if it's even possible. I don't know. That's it. Maybe in a year or two, if the company is going to get more clients. I don't know. Not going bald means currently bald. Oh, that's clever. That's clever. The person is right. You can hide some clues this way. You don't have to say much, but then it turns out that that you're figuring things out on your own, guys. Yeah. All right, let's check out this area. This is output. This is going to work. Why it's not going to work? Of course, because we don't have furnaces. We will... Wait. But we're making them. Oh, I know how we're making them. Of course, somebody forgot to make furnaces. Yeah, they are being used all for science. Yes, this is the only spot where we are making electric furnaces. Good job, Llama, good job on forgetting about this. And of course, we need to work on the purple science. Maybe you will get one too. All right. I'm not going to ask. Well, if you don't want to give me a hug, guys, then I won't ask about it anymore. But yeah, thanks for asking about my general health situation. It's just so weird, and I wish it wouldn't happen at all, pretty much. But I guess it's another step in my therapy. Yeah! If you need to lurk, then yeah, please feel free to lurk. And thank you so much for asking about me. I hope that you're doing well, Blady. And thanks for the hug. And by the way, I don't know if you remember, but you got your Texas Ranger title back in Dreamworld. And you're still pretty much alive. We are the Llamas. We're the Llamas, my friends. Yeah. Oh, I messed up something in here. Let's see. Let's try to disconnect a few things and reconnect them in other way to make sure that we're trying to make one separate source of copper for this one of this set of assembling machines. Alright guys, you have asked about my health, but what about yours? I hope that you're doing well, guys. I missed our little conversations here and there. That's all I wanted to say. And also I wonder if you have read Factorio Friday Facts. Bit tired after this week and still have some things to handle this evening, but all in all pretty good. Nice to hear that. Always nice to hear that somebody is doing well and that it's going. At least it's going. Doesn't have to be amazing, but it's just going. And that's good as well. Alright, why do I reconnect this? Why do I have this here? Do we have the... Come on. Do we have the landfill? We should have the landfill to cover this. I will just allow the lazy bots to do that. They need to start doing something. Just like I need to start doing something in this playthrough. And I'm really hoping that I will have really nice setup with the beacons and we'll see how it goes. Oh, you got a call. All right, take care then, Newfie, and I hope that you will help another person. Oh, great, and we're out of stuff. Oh, we're not out of stuff. Never mind. Never mind. Let's get back to it. And of course, I could try to make my lazy bots to do that, but I know the lazy bots are not coming anytime soon. They are extremely lazy, so why should I try in the first place? Why should I wait for them to finish that? All right. So we got the input, we got the output. What we don't have, well, some of the beacons are being placed down already. Of course, they don't work because they don't have any modules. And the best thing is that I don't really have a lot of modules on my hands, and we don't have a lot of modules like level 3 modules to even add here. But at least I will try to add as many as I have But maybe there are some in the logistic network. I am pretty sure that I was getting rid of some speed modules. Exactly. So let's try to request the speed modules. About how many? 55 times 2 equals 110. So let's assume that we will get about 110. And yes, I am requesting it on the Spidertron to make sure that the bots are going to give it to me just like that, and I don't have to bother myself with the stuff that I have in the inventory. But I can see that we already have some modules, so let's try to place them in the spot where the speed modules are present, or maybe we will make it as a blueprint. It depends. Are all of the modules beacons? Are they placed down? Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Oh, I am scared right now. This is going to make the whole setup of the power plant go boom in this case. And I just know about that. It's going to happen instantly. I am sure about it. But let's try. If possible, let's try to steal some of the furnaces, because somebody was unprepared for this very important task. And obviously, I need to steal from the existing production. Yep, that's great. That's awesome. This is all we can get for now. So the only thing I can do is to steal to the provider chest. Hope for the best. Yep, just steal the furnaces. And try to connect it to the network, by the way. Oh, I am getting salty over this. This is what you get when you're not building according to the grid. And this is all my fault. And I should be mad at myself, pretty much, at this point. So that's understandable that I will have to suffer for now. Awesome. Awesome. But at least some of the little guys will be able to steal a few of the electric furnaces. I got something already. It's alright. It ain't much, but it's an honest work. You can see how bad the production of the copper is, because we're taking some of that copper production, a lot of that copper production, and it's going to the red circuit production and the green circuit production. That's why the copper production needs to be big. And that's why I'm trying to replace the additional production of the green circuits that will power up the red circuits with the production of the green circuits, but also I will need to use some of the copper there, so we have to use quite a lot. What is agoraphobic? This base. And I will explain it in a second. Good to see you again, Flesh Pedestrian. So, you might say that this is just a regular base, nothing fancy. This is not a mega base at all. On the other hand, this is kind of my mega base, because I was always building a very small, very dense base, and I was never trying to make more spacious production, because I was always playing with the biters that were expanding, that were evolving, and I never really tried, before this base, I never really tried to play with peaceful biters. So this time they are not expanding, they are not evolving, they are peaceful until I attack them, of course. And I am really trying to get out of my comfort zone and try to build something that is bigger than usual. But I'm kind of afraid of the space, all of the space that I have. That's why I called it Agoraphobic Megabase. I hope that it explains it well. How is your weekend so far? Are you going to enjoy it by doing something unusual? Or is it going to be just regular weekend to you? Oh yeah, I'm getting all of this junk. Great. So we're reconnecting stuff, and I will try to plug in some furnaces already. So yeah, this base is not really big, but according to my standards it's already big, and I am trying to make it bigger and bigger and bigger. Because I don't have that much of Factorio experience, about 800 hours, 800 something. I am always getting confused. How many hours do I have in Factorio? It's past 800 hours, so it's not that much. And I am still trying to build bigger. Pretty regular, can't wait for 1st of May. What is going to happen on 1st of May? Do you have some special event going on? Birthday? Some kind of plans? Alright, we got this. Yep, and now use all of this energy. This is going to be scary. And also we need productivity modules that I completely forgot about. But first, let's try to add a few of these nasty little things. So how many were... actually, if I could ask my bots to do this thing... Oh, it doesn't work on that. Okay, not fun. Not fun, I will have to add it myself. I was hoping, but never mind. Of course, I will try to add the productivity modules, but later I need to make them first. Because this base, there is a lot of underproduction. Why do I have speed modules level 3? I am sure that I was keeping them as something special. But I guess we can use these. I will regret this later. They are going to use a lot of the energy. Yep, that's it, pretty much. Do we have an output? There is something missing in here, and I can see that. Ouch. Ouch! Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I messed up big time. Again, of course. I have to rebuild everything. I haven't noticed, and I shouldn't have one line of all of the... Oh. Ouch. All of this goes to the trash from now on. Ouch. Okay, that makes sense. Just gonna get wasted with the friends? I mean, I just hope that you're not going to get completely wasted. Just remember to have a little bit of control. But I think that you're going to spend your time nicely with friends. That's it. But, you know, a plan is a plan. Oh yeah, now I need to wait for all of the bots to pick that up. Do you play any Fallout games? I guess you're asking because there was this new series released, right? I need to admit that I never played any of the Fallout games. Back in the day, when I was a little llama, I remember that I didn't understand English so well to actually play this game. And I was trying to stick to the strategy games because, you know, pictures, it was easier to figure things out, pretty much, than to have some kind of story-driven game. Wasted with friends, yeah. I can see that depression likes it. All right, let's try to do this again. Oh, Llama. Llama, this was supposed to be this way. And now everything is connected. Yes. How many I wanted? 6. I think I wanted 6. Because there is 12 in the column, and I wanted 6 instead. Oh, llama, 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 llama. And for some reason... Okay, there needs to be a fix again. Because this doesn't fit, okay. I can see that this is messed up a little bit, yeah. But I need to keep going. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, let's make 8. It was supposed to be 6, let's make 8. At least we don't have to fix it this way. And let's see if all of the underground builds are working this time. They should be working, yes. Yes, alright. What about you guys? Have you played Fallout games, like, ever? And when have you started to play the Fallout games? And would you go with kind of standard order in order of the games being released? Or do you prefer some other order? Every time when there is some kind of series going on, I always wonder if I should go with the order of release. But sometimes people say, oh, it's easier to play it in a little bit different order. So I wonder, what do you think about that? I got Fallout New Vegas like a year ago. It's pretty fun. I am gonna try to mod it. Oh, that's very nice. What kind of mod you have in plans? Of course, if you want to keep it a secret, then don't say anything about that. I am just always curious about somebody modding games. What kind of plans do they have? Quality of life. Yeah, that's always something useful. There is always something that you can come up with that somebody else didn't, and if you can make the game a little bit more pleasant to play with those little quality of life changes, then of course go for it. So you started with New Vegas. What about the previous games in the series? All right, we got those annoying modules. Let's try to do something about that. Are we... Yeah, we have some output, but there is an issue going on right there. Well, I'm not surprised, because this is messed up in here. But it's only in one spot. Alright, let me fix that and it should be okay from now on, right? Yes, okay. This is like exclusive line for one of the one of the green circuit sources, which is going to produce more red circuits, which is awesome. Because base game, you walk like you have 100 kilograms sandbags on you. That's very interesting input. I mean, I can imagine that walking speed and overall strange feeling of it. Just New Vegas. Wow. Okay. I'm really excited for the New Vegas mods for F4. Nice, nice, nice. As a little baby, I tried Fallout 1 or 2. Really can't remember. Couldn't get into it, so I consider Fallout 3 to be my first Fallout game. Okay, that's fair. Okay, I need to admit I tried Fallout once, but it was like clicking around, having no idea what is happening, and also I believe I couldn't walk or something like that. Or there was some kind of dialogue, strange dialogue at the very beginning of the game. In general, getting through the RPG games was really difficult to me at the very beginning when I didn't understand English that much. And I remember when I've learned a little bit of English, one of the games, okay, this is not Fallout series, but the game that I failed on, like seriously failed, was Planescape Torment. Because I thought that it will be a great idea if I am going to attack every creature at that, you know, first location that you're supposed to escape, and it felt really strange that I couldn't really do anything. Yeah. So I guess I would have very similar experience with Fallout at the time. Yeah. As like 4 or 5 year old, Fallout 1 and 2 are difficult. Exactly, you need to learn how to read first, and also if English is not your first language, then of course it could cause trouble to you. I don't remember how old I was when I kind of tried the RPG games for the first time. Please keep in mind that even when there were some games that I was getting into, when I stumbled upon English and I wasn't learning that much back then, it was the matter of learning from a friend that was played this game previously, and they either figured it out or somebody told them how to play games, you know, just like regular kids. I don't know if kids are doing this these days as well. But it was just a matter of finding somebody who have played this game before and figured that out already. And borrowed USCD, of course. Alright, we don't even have more modules. This is great. Oh, we're not in the logistic network. Awesome. That explains a lot. Yeah. We need to fill in all of these beacons with the speed modules, but I do that knowing that the production of the electric network needs to grow, because we will have some trouble soon. Are we in the network? Yes, we're in the network. I know that it will be faster if I will go there and actually do something, but let's wait. Let's wait. So, alright. I know your experience with Fallout already, guys. If there is anybody else who would like to comment, of course, feel free to do so. Or for all of the llamas from the future that might watch it on YouTube, feel free to tell me what was your experience with the Fallout series And would you recommend playing from the very first game in the series, or maybe would you recommend some other order for some reason? But okay, getting back to procrastinate depression experience. When you were 5-year-old, of course that you could have a lot of trouble playing this game, but have you tried it later? So did you get back to the first and second Fallout later? I would probably try to get into the first or the second game. I think that one of them was free on GOG.com back in the day, but I am not sure. Could be Fallout 3, by the way. But if there is anything going on with stats, with working on developing your character, judging by stats, I might make really strange choices. Yeah. So expect that happening if it's ever going to happen. Because I'm not the best at the character building. And this is one of the reasons why I never got into Disco Elysium as well. Even if I got this game on my, you know, to play one day games. Right, I think that this is finished, by the way. Now it's time to check if we're getting football. Okay, this is very nice. We're filling the belts even more than is needed right now. Of course, keep in mind that these are yellow belts, so probably we need like 6 of these, and I guess we would fill the belt. But I will leave it like this. Some of them have the best speed modules, some of them do not have it, but also we need to work on the productivity modules. But to get productivity modules, we need to have electronic circuits, and I am not going to make them in the inventory, because right now we can take some that we're producing thanks to this stream of the copper, and hopefully... Oh yeah, I forgot that you can pick up stuff. And hopefully we will make enough of the productivity modules. That I can put into the furnaces, so maybe we're going to produce a little bit more at a time. It ain't much, but it's an honest work. At least it's something going on in here. At least it's full belts of the electronic circuits, the green circuits from now on. There is still a big issue with making the red circuits, but of course it would be nice to add some beacons in here as well. There is a lot of room for improvement. Haven't played since. My taste in games have shifted a lot to base building and the grand strategy games. That's fair. You can't play all the games in the world. That's understandable. And there are just way too many games and so little time to play all of them. It's just a matter of priorities. Sometimes it is easier to have some games on the list that you would really want to play, but then later you find another great game that you would enjoy more than the games you have on the list, even if you bought them on Steam or on some other platform. Then you start figuring out, maybe I can squeeze this game in between this and that game, and then there are some games that you're not going to play because you're not so excited about them as you would be for some other games. And it's okay to just pick the games that you would truly enjoy. In my case, these are strategy games. I like to play Factorio for kind of chill value, I could say. And also I am really excited for the DLC that is work in progress, pretty much. So finally I don't have to play any mods to have this kind of space exploration vibes that I always wanted, but never really wanted to install any mods, because when the mods are not updated, then you can't play them anymore, or you need to get back to the previous version of the mods, and I don't want to deal with that. Who wants to deal with that? So that's why I stopped playing the World Dynamics, unfortunately. Because space exploration got changed, and I would have to get back to all of the older versions, and I would have to figure out which versions are they. Even if I roughly know how to check that out already, it's just a lot of work for something that I can just drop as the idea. Not do I play Factorio. I understand. No, finally I started to chill when I play Factorio. I don't worry about things. I know I can finish the game, which means launching the rocket. And many players don't even do that. So I stopped thinking about myself as somebody who can't play Factorio because I'm not playing with mods, or that it takes me a lot of time to do something. I mean, whatever. At least we can chill, we can talk, and that's what I want. That's what I like about our Little Friday streams. And also we can read Factorio Friday facts from time to time. It seems like you enjoy it when we read it together. And I got Factorio Friday facts opened for today as well. And maybe I should start reading, because I'm waiting for the stuff to be produced anyway. Yes, I'm making it in the inventory. This is awful, I know. Anyway, I'm just trying to squeeze in those productivity modules. So maybe it would be a good idea to just read the Friday facts. Ooh, we're getting to 210 megawatts. Not fun. Let's see if all of the power plants are working to the best of their abilities. What is the power output? Is the power output the maximum that is available? No, it's not. And I guess that this is the same thing as you check in the maximum production available. Okay, if we have like one belt, I guess it's not going to change that much. Okay, let's not panic. Also, this is a nice pattern. No, there is no panic actually, Laser, don't worry. There is no panic going on in here. It's just chill and untangling some of the messed up cables. Yeah, let's make it a little bit nicer without all of these crosses and stuff. Like, let's make it look nice for once. Let's make it simple. See guys, I really try. In this playthrough, I really try my best to make it look any nice and any pleasant, I should say. It's something. And also there is something nice about connecting the wires. You just feel like you're making some nice patterns, that's it. And in the meantime, I am making those productivity modules, of course. Also, Llamas, have you read the FFF already? Do you have any thoughts about it? For the past 2 weeks, like the past FFFs didn't really feel that interesting to me, to be honest. And I didn't want to listen to the music while streaming, like to Factorio music while streaming. So I would feel weird about reading this because it was more like listening material. Oh, this is not the row I'm looking for. Okay. This is this row. Yeah. It's just, I can't really see all of those cables all the time, so I have to guess where are they at times. And I can hear that I have made something already. Maximum connections reached, but. It's not so bad. There is something strange going on. Oh yeah, exactly the same issue as we had before. And we haven't even used all of the electric furnaces. So half of it could just feel the belt, possibly. I didn't have to do that. Maybe it would be nice to just use the other half for something else. No, we're not panicking. It's just laser. Who is using the standard panic command? Because he can, but there is no panic. I said there is no reason to panic. In general, there is a really high chance that the production is not going to handle the amount of beacons and all of the modules. But this is standard situation, the energy crisis. I mean, not the first time, right? Where cannot reach... Yeah. And instead of doing anything related to the power plants, I just care about having a nice pattern on the electric network view on the map, because this time I care about it. At least a little bit. I stopped caring about it in a few places, but this time I do care. And of course it's the wrong row again. Am I right? Yep, this is nice. Also, how many productivity modules do we have? Yeah, not enough. It's never enough. We are not even making productivity modules and we don't have the way to make them. Alright, that was rough. These are barely level 1 productivity modules, nothing fancy. You can see that it's quite a mess right now, because in order to afford these productivity modules, I would have to make additional site that would use up all of the electric and advanced circuits, of course, and we don't have that much of the production going on, and that this is the whole reason. That's why this copper production is being done in general. So right now at least we have a nice stream of the green circuits. These are not going to the main bus. The ones that are going to the main bus, oh my god, this is bad. There is also some issue with the plates. Yeah, I think that I will have to rebuild everything soon. Very soon. There is some issue going on here. I think I know why, because this area this iron ore patch is depleting, so we will have to figure out something soon, but we're not in the network, am I right? No, we're not in the network here. I will have to disconnect it soon and find some other place, some better place. Well, it's good that we are using this patch, but there is another spot that we could use for the train, and that's something I am going to do. So I guess that I will have to interrupt myself at some point, but until we have a problem, I am just going to continue and try to make another production like this, but maybe we will cut in half. Oh, thank you, Laser, for checking the levels. Yes, I asked Laser to check the levels. It's always very important to ask somebody to check your levels if you're streaming. Oh, we're going to have a mess going on here. Oh, this is not good. This is not good. We will have to go around, figure out something. I don't necessarily want to have this kind of greed of robopores, but I want to keep them here. But this needs to be copied, and we will paste it somewhat close. Yep, but I would like to cut it in half. So whatever is going on here, I need to clear it out so fast, as fast as I can. I will try to just use half of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's see if we can use 4 of these, and then the rest is prepared just in case if I would like to fill the full belt when we upgrade. So the bots can come and they can fill it with everything that we need. Of course, we are not going to have enough of the productivity modules. I have to make them myself. And no, I am not making copper cables, forget it. So before we make copper cables, I need to steal a little bit of the green circuits and a little bit of red circuits, and this production is not very good. This is the main red circuit production, and look how bad is it. It's going to the main bus. If the main bus looks like this, then you can be sure that this is way too little to support the full production in the base, let alone launching another rocket. This is out of control, by the way. And if we can launch the rocket, we're launching the rocket, but it happens automatically. I don't even care about this much because we're barely doing any research. But the research right now is not being made because we're not getting enough of the purple science. And guess what happened with purple science? Yeah, we got only 2 assembling machines for the purple science, and it's easy to predict that there is not enough. There is just not enough of anything. By the way, this would be a nice piece of the blueprint. I don't know if I have it already. So I will mark it as smelting temporary. Oh yeah, great. I tend to hit caps quite a lot. And my bots already started working on that. Yeah, when I don't need them, they do the most of the work. Now the thing that I'm worried about the most is the input. How are we going to arrange more of the material that would be our input. We need to have a really nice unloading station. And I think that it's time to consider better belts, but we can't really afford better belts. Yep, that's it. That's it. And the ore is building up here really slowly because the consumption is not enough. Although I can see that there will be some problems going on in the future. We can try to do it the bad way, of course. Something I will regret a lot soon, which would be splitting. As always. That damn splitting. And then later, the future llama is going to ask herself, what was I thinking when I did that? But I just want to make a temporary solution. You know, proof of concept. This kind of stuff. Yeah, of course. This will make very nice permanent solution. By the way, we probably have some stuff going on in the logistic network that would be copper ore. Yeah, I would like to request some copper ore. Because there is no need to keep it. Well, at least this part is going to work. And let's see if four of these furnaces are going to work as good as this part to the left. If not, then I will add one more line. If not, I will add one more and one more really slowly. And also we need to observe the production that doesn't exist because I forgot to plug things in. That makes a lot of sense. There was some kind of spike. What is this green thing? Yeah, the beacons, alright. Yep, there was a spike, but everything is under control for now. And I was supposed to make productivity modules, yes. And then maybe I will try to make the higher level productivity modules, we'll see. I would like to add a lot more of these, but of course we need to keep in mind that the network might be a little bit in trouble this way. But all of the productivity modules, the speed modules have been planted into the beacons already because it was on the blueprint. At least this is something I don't have to worry about. But there are a few of the... Yeah, there are a few of the things that I would like to clean up. Yeah. And I am just waiting. It is being made in the inventory. Of course, you cannot see that because my face is in the way. And I am still getting the copper ore. Well, this is already a really nice effect out there. By the way, oh yeah, I forgot to plug it into anything. Okay. Let's try to do something about that. I don't want to make it wait. Okay, so we can just add it to the other side and replace things, and this input is probably the input that I have stolen from... Oh, I have stolen it from the source itself. So that's quite a... Oh, yeah, that's really interesting type of Yep, that's really interesting type of splitting again. But I can cut out one of these lines and I can plug in the new production. We will just set the priority on the existing source to be depleted, and then I will clean that up. Yeah, I don't know. Oh yeah, this is the original source for that, so I am going to just have it in here and try to, you know, try to squeeze things in, replace and stuff. It needs to work all the time. I am not going to make it stop working at some point. I just want to make sure that it actually works. And we still don't have a landfill in here. That's bothering me a lot. But this time I'm waiting for the lazy bots to do that. And I'm sure that they are in the network and they have the landfill. Are we in the network? Yes, we are in the network. So those little guys, they have to do something. Or maybe I need to paint over that once again. I haven't painted over that. Maybe that's why they are not coming. Yep. Now this is going to be plugged in, but the input priority comes from the right side. And this should be depleted soon. Well, I said soon, but you can see that only one side is being used up. And maybe we should combine everything on one side of the belt, if possible, but yeah, we will have this kind of problem in the future. So let's combine it like this, because only one of the sides is being used at this point. So I will try to combine it faster if possible. Right now it's not going to change anything, but in the future it will. I will just wait until it gets depleted. I don't even want to do anything about that. I just need to mark it as deconstruction. I don't want to pick it up. It would give me a lot of anxiety. So why even trying? Let's forget about it. What's the source of this area? It seems like this is being split right there. So the second line is being split. And let's see, we are managing. All right, we're managing with what we have here. It's not the full belt at this point, but also we need to check how much of how many of the plates we're using up. So right now I will just leave it like this, wait for it, but it's nice to copy and paste existing solution and just use like half of it, roughly half of it, and then try to see if we need to add something. Maybe this is going to... Okay, yeah, why not? Oh wait, I messed up. Oh, I messed up. Okay. And there is the RoboPort issue going on, probably because there is no energy. No energy. Yep. And we got some ore issues right now. The ore issues are coming from The splitting. So the splitting is not the best way in this case. Most of the ore is just going to these electric furnaces that are being used to put stuff into the main bus. I was hoping that if I will cut it out, I will save up a little bit and I will be using the ore a little bit earlier in the process and I will just get that back in the way, but this is not enough. And the fact this is not enough means that I will have to get somewhere else and try to get more of the copper ore, like this 6 million patch, like this 6 million patch, or maybe some other spot. 7.2 million patch, there is something else, we don't see part of it, so it might be more. It might be 10 million, who knows? And we got a giant pond again. Everything is just too small, like my base is too small, and I can see that even if I used landfill for the pond that was so big, there are even bigger ponds around me, and it seems very limiting for a while already. And I guess that we will have to add another train with copper, because this is not enough, apparently. And I can't really see where to put the radar. Let's put it here. I should already have some kind of grid that would be used for the roboports and radars at the same time. So I could just start building, starting with the grid. In this case, it would be just nicer to start with the grid, but it's not happening right now. Alright, this needs to be plugged in, but there is nothing that we can plug it into. Yeah, this split is way too much. And also, where is this going? Is this going to the... yes, to this part. What if we're going to replace it? Let's replace it. So this is not going to be used here. Of course, this copper ore, let's allow it to be used. I am trying to use it for, you know, for greater good with all of the productivity modules and stuff, with all of the speed modules. So it should be more efficient this way, even if we're using a lot of electricity. At least we will have productivity modules here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, at least the productivity modules are supposed to be placed here, and guess what? Are the furnaces being made in general? Yes, but there is some issue, and I didn't put any limit on the production of these electric furnaces. In this case, I guess that there is... it cannot get any worse when it comes to the production of the purple science, so whatever, we're just going to roll with it. But speaking of splitting stuff once again, it's all the matter of getting another outpost that we cannot really afford. So at least I am trying to get the productivity things going on. I really don't like the fact that this Spidertron is moving quite a bit. And sometimes when it's moving left-right, then I have some issues, especially when I'm going left-right. I have some issues with getting control over the Spidertron. So I tend to misclick quite a lot. Mossy, hello! What's up? Good to see you. Happy weekend to you. How goes the building? The general idea is good. I am trying to make the the separate source of copper plates in order to add it to the production of the electronic circuits, and those electronic circuits are made exclusively for the advanced circuits. And it would be awesome, but we don't have enough of the copper ore in the first place, so I have to look for the outposts to make them. So this is a solution that I want to have. I figured out that this could possibly work. Of course, I don't have the best modules in here, unfortunately, so I'm working with what I have. It would cost me a lot of resources to make that in the first place, so I try to create more of the resources so I can make more of the modules later, you know, the level 3 modules. And also I am looking at the energy consumption as best as I can to make sure that we're still able to do that. But right now, there is a problem with the ore in the first place. So getting back to basics once again, we got 2 really big copper ore spots that I will have to start working on to make sure that we're not running out of the copper ore in the first place. And of course, I don't want to disconnect this area from making copper plates because this is still going to the main bus, and we still need to keep filling the main bus if it's possible, because if we're stealing a lot of the resources for the circuits to be made, it gets awful at some point. So we need to increase the electronic circuits production going to the main bus. We need to increase everything, more everything. And there is not enough, as you can see. So, yeah, that's something I'm working on. And just finding some spots, if I can, to get just one more little source of the copper ore for now, for a moment, just so I don't have to make another outpost, because I am not a huge fan of making outposts. Like, it's okay, you have to do it, but I'm not a huge fan of it. Just like that. How is your blues? Oh no, this is terrible, terrible, Mossy. I am afraid to check, but yeah. They are being produced one at a time, yeah? Because they are not getting a lot of the green circuits in the first place. They are taking it from the main bus. And there is not enough that is going into the main bus. Oh, Thespio! That's not a llama, that's a spider. That's a fair point. Great to see you. Long time no see. How are you doing, guys? How is your weekend so far? Do you have any plans for the weekend? So yeah, speaking of the blue circuits, they are awful for now. I always build so squished. That's why you need dedicated greens for reds. Yes, we got greens that are dedicated for reds, but right now I am working on copper that is being provided to those dedicated greens. Might want to make an extra green dedicated for blue. That would be awesome, but right now we are really short on copper, so before I will do that, I will have to find another source of copper. Well, heresy, it's something that you should get used to for a while already. Thespio, come on. You'll get used to that, don't worry. Yeah, I know that splitting is not the best idea, but I am doing whatever I can just to make sure that I am trying to run this in a way. And also, this needs to be plugged in. Somebody forgot about it. Yeah. And this robot board is finally getting more electricity. Yeah. Weekend plans. Sit here and watch a talking llama. That's some kind of plans. I'm glad that you want to spend this time with me. Guys, I am so excited. Seriously. I hope that I will have a nice camera setup. Okay, I am a little bit scared to do that because I haven't done that in a long time, quite a long time. And also I am trying to figure out the color scheme for my camera. I have learned that it is possible to adjust the colors a little bit. And I hope I won't have to deal with a lot of reflective parts of the plastic because that might be an issue. And there is this ring light of mine that might be showing up on the stream, and I am afraid that this might kind of blind you. You know, this is not very pleasant to the eyes. But anyway, the plan is to make a stream tomorrow when I will show you the Heroes of Might and Magic 3, the board game miniatures, because they are amazing. They are not the way you were used to when you were playing the game. They are not the same. The project is quite different. They wanted to give their own twist to the overall character design, which is something that is quite difficult to me to accept. On the other hand, I understand that some of the characters were quite derpy, but I loved this derpiness. But all in all, the miniatures are of really good quality, and they are... some of them are really big, especially the dragons. So I would love to show them to you. I mean, how many people do you know that have seen a talking llama? Well, I know Laser, but nobody else really, because everybody else have seen me wearing human puppet suit. So they don't really know that I am a llama. You are just doing continuous integration and continuous delivery. See, I need fit it, improve it later. Yes, this kind of stuff. And temporary solutions make the best permanent solutions, right? Where do we need to plug this in? I need to think about it. I want to disconnect this part, so it will replace this one. Because we disconnected the source of this thing. And of course there is a lot of cleanup going on that I am really annoyed with, but you know, adjusting things as I go. So this needed the adjustment. Of course it's going to be messed up, but this needs a ghost, and this ghost is going right there. Well, I will have time to regret it later. At least my lazy bots are going to do something. For the first time in ages. Nice beacon pattern, thank you. I was just trying to make it up because I don't remember what was my last pattern, because I had really nice one in one of my past streams, but I just don't have the access to my previous save games. I have the backup somewhere, but you know, when you're making a backup really fast and you forgot where you put it, and you would have to downgrade the game in order to open the save game. Yeah, this is this kind of stuff. Oh, by the way,
our illustrious champion
we need to check something out.
Welcome home.
Oh, wow.
Thanks to Veldak for my sub gift. Half a year well.
Wow, wait. Time flies so fast, seriously? right. All right, I thought that you had this notification before, but maybe I am mistaken. Salburn, welcome, and thank you for the resub, and thank you Veldak for gifting a 12-month sub. So let's have some love and hype and hearts in the chat. Yeah, enjoy the emotes. And enjoy being a fancy llama wearing fancy sunglasses. How is life treating you, Salburn? It's been half a year of wearing the sunglasses. Damn. Make sure that you wear them when you're asleep as well. Yeah. So with great sunglasses comes great responsibility. Or something like that. I ate lunch today, and it didn't taste good. Oh no! I hope you didn't get any food poisoning. So it was just not very tasty. Turns out I lost my sense of smell. Oh no, is this the thing that I think about? Oh no, are you getting sick, Salburn? I hope that you will get yourself checked, that you will visit the doctor right away. Or that you have visited the doctor already. And got yourself checked. Well, I can imagine you might not be pregnant. I am never suggesting this kind of option to anyone. Yes, I thought about the virus actually, not about being pregnant, but I guess close enough or something. The test looks similar. You're okay, you're kind of pregnant with the virus. I mean, yes, the tests look similar, but I never made a joke like that. It's always something that I treat seriously. My family has been struggling with the virus quite a lot in the past. Yeah, Mom's sense of smell and taste are still basically gone. It's a common joke here, alright. Well, I told you, you're kind of pregnant, then. For how long? Oh, wow. But damn man, now you will have to stay at home and it's just so sad that the food tastes bland. Like, I just hope that you won't feel it as much, you know. It has been 3 years. 3 years already. Time flies. We're getting close to the 4th year. Like, we're getting through the 4th year. This is terrible, guys. I kind of got used to it now, but every time when I hear that somebody's sick, even if so many of us are already vaccinated, right? I am always having this kind of worried thoughts. So I just hope that you won't feel it as much. I think it was early on, maybe only 2 years. Even 2 years is a lot. I don't know if you have similar thoughts, similar idea, but do you divide your timeline, your life, into 2 periods? You know, in the past it was before Christ, right? And now it is before the virus and after the virus. Oh yeah, this has been split once again. No, I connected everything. No. This won't be used up the way I want it. Let's try to fix that a little bit. There will be a lot of disconnecting and connecting things again. Every time when I rework something, you know that I want to make something work all the time and just use the existing solution until it depletes somehow, right? I'm just trying to make sure that it works this way. Otherwise, I am getting a little bit frustrated because something might not work right away and then there is a huge gap in the production. It's something that I always want to avoid. Oh, Solburn, I got a question for you regarding Fallout series. Because we had this conversation a little bit before, and I wonder, have you played the Fallout series? Because there is this new series going on Amazon, and I was wondering if you watched it and if you have the experience with the series. Oh, so it's just like me. I have heard some good things about the series itself, and that you don't really have to get into the games in order to watch it. And I got the question, am I going to play the Fallout series? But in the past, my experience with the RPG games is not great, let's put it that way. I never know which kind of stats to use, and back then I was not that good with English either. Wait, this has been split twice. Okay, this is something that I can get rid of. Let's clean that up before I forget. This time we're not going to reuse anything. It's just cleaning up what I can. And I will just walk around with the Spidertron to pick that up. Because this is not going to work anymore. We're not going to steal the production from the main part that is coming to the main bus. But it doesn't mean that we are getting a lot of production, unfortunately. Yeah. And I think I forgot. No, I didn't. The show is supposedly really good. Sounds like how Arcane is with League of Legends. Damned, I'm looking forward to the new Arcane so much. I really miss it. And I almost forgot that this show exists. Because I haven't checked any news on that. When is it coming? From what I have heard, it's an alright show, but if you're already a fan of lore, the show is a joke. Oh, wow. Okay. I understand. So at least it's something that the casuals can have fun with, but not necessarily the hardcore fans of the Fallout series. The original Fallout creator said it's fine. Interestingly, the main actress in Fallout also played Jinx in Arcane. Wow! That's interesting. I thought that you mentioned the Arcane just like that, but apparently there is some kind of connection going on that I had no idea about. The Arcane was good, even if I am not a huge fan of the League lore. I'm just, you know, playing the game, not really getting into details much. Arcane was interesting to me. Even if I would like to avoid some kind of things going on, let's say that I still don't understand people who say crazy sexy and they love Jinx so much as the character, and there is some tragic story going on in the background, you know, and it's from kind of mental health perspective, it's not really fun. I know it's only the character, but still, you can't, at least in my opinion, you can say that somebody is really cool, something is really cool when somebody was getting through some really hard times in the past and they're struggling with it all the time, right? You can't really say that it's cool. You know what I mean. I've personally seen things from the games that are different in what bits of the show I have seen. I'm just tired of franchises being inconsistent. But Bethesda is kind of known for that, yeah. I mean, don't have a lot of expectations in this case, I get it. Okay, we need to get rid of that line, by the way. Oh, and there is a big to-do right there as well, but we cannot do 6-4 balancer until we get an upgrade of the belts, but we cannot afford that, remember. Arcane 2 is coming November of 2024. Wow, time flies. Okay, it's getting close then. I don't care for League lore, Arcane was top tier. Jinx is a great character, but she's a horrible person. Yeah. And I wish I could see some kind of character development. Like, right now there is some character development in the bad sense of the word, of course, which is kind of pushing the plot forward, so I understand that, but maybe there will be some kind of redemption. I don't know, we'll see. Are you playing a lot of League lately, guys? Because I need to admit I am guilty of this quite a lot. When I was sleeping a lot lately, my existence was limited to 4 hours a day, 6 hours a day, and that was some kind of no-brainer thing that I could do because I felt really, really bad at some point. You know, just responding to the side effects of the medicine. So I was playing League, and I tend to do that when I wake up in the middle of the night. But I only play ARAMs. Apparently I can't play anything else anymore. Never played League and don't plan to. Oh, that's fair. You don't need more salt in your life. Definitely you don't need to have more salt in your life. Yeah, that was a good idea in the first place, but we're already lost, Laser. Laser gets really salty at times when playing League. I finally started to find some ways to distance myself from that. Finally. And also we're only playing ARAMs, so I don't really care if somebody is going to blame me for something, because you can... Well, you can play the character that you never played before. Even if somebody is telling me that I shouldn't be a bot as Ezreal. It feels like I am a bot Ezreal, but I just never really played Ezreal a lot. Not my favorite character to try out. But at least I branched out a little bit and I was able to play some games with the characters that I usually don't play with. So that's the little thing that we can do before the next season of Arcane gets released. Or to play Factorio and hope that we will have enough of the ore. And why do I hope that this is a good idea? I just need to add more of the ore into all of that. We could disconnect this completely from the source that is coming towards the main bus, and we could rely exclusively on whatever is coming from the trains. So I would have to set up at least 2 copper ore sources, and this might be not far enough, but you know that I am trying to work on my abilities of building nice networks. You know, the rail networks. So I will build a rail system. Like, I will add to it. And of course there will be some kind of signals struggle. But last time it worked out. It should work out this time as well. Alright, this is the source. This shouldn't be too difficult, right? The chain signals to the right, the rail signals should be used like when you got this crossing, when you crossed it already. So it shouldn't be that difficult, right? I have a few references already. This should be done nicely, easy peasy, llama squeezy, right? Let's just make a nice, I said nice curve, yes. And let's disconnect a piece, a little straight piece out there. And somehow, that needs to be some kind of magical method, obviously, that will connect the other areas. Also, we don't have big electric poles. That's a huge bummer. I don't remember if I used big electric poles on this map ever. Of course, I wanted to save up on the production, and I thought that this is low priority, that I will just do it later, and the later happened and I haven't done this. So we have to use what we have. And it would be nice to add this area to the logistic network, by the way. But this area is not in the logistic network. Of course it's not. The llama from the past was a lazy butt. Oh, poor little things. Get there fast. Yep. Do we have anything that could mine? Yes. That's the least I can do. Maybe we could use it as the source in the way. Yep. And here we go. This will take me a while anyway. Maybe the little guys are going to help. We'll see. But for now, it would be nice to have a little chain. But I can barely see things, by the way. Oh no. I am not able to see the ghosts nicely. This is my general problem, you know about that, right, guys? Oh, it's awful at times. Maybe I should set all of those power poles up, connect everything to the logistic network, wait for the bots to do everything for me, and in the meantime, I might read the Factory Friday facts. Have you read it today? Have you found it interesting? Right now, I'm like... not sure if if I enjoy the topic of the Friday Facts, but who knows? At least it's different than, you know, the music part last time. Because I kind of didn't want to discuss the music part. I know that there are some people who really enjoy the factory music. I am one of these players who are not appreciating it enough, I guess. And also, I don't think I should consider the music that I didn't enjoy much, that I can't really speak about that. And also we would have to listen to the various pieces on the stream. That would be a little bit problematic at times, so I didn't want to interrupt the music and stuff. But this time we got something else and we can read it. Also, there is somebody who is kind of introducing themselves. Very interesting concept. Alright, we got the basic setup. Let's see. Probably the worst loading ever, but here we go. Oh, and requester chest, by the way. Yeah. Yep, we need to get this. And we need to load it somewhere. We need a nice loop. Let's place it here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Unbelievable. Alright, before the little guys are going to do something more, it doesn't matter right now. I would like to just copy some nice loading station. Just like this one, actually. Yeah, I should just copy and paste this solution. But I need to connect it to logistic network first. Because there is some tree cutting. I am not going to do the tree cutting. And also there is something broken. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, it's good that I decided to copy and paste everything. But I will have to destroy everything else. That's not nice. Okay. Let's start in this spot. We got only 7 roboports again. Six. The big countdown starts right there. 6. 5. Will I make it? I won't. 4. 3. I am very unlucky. 3. 2 left. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I can't connect it to anything. Oh. Let's check the network. What is the shortest path? Oh, yeah. It's not enough. I'm just stretching it as much as I can. But wait, maybe there are more roboports on the Spidertron. Nope, at least I don't see this. Well, I tried. I tried to be lazy, and it didn't work this time. I can complain that the llama from the past didn't care about this. Tree is in the way? No, it's not in the way. So how many do I miss? About 2, maybe 3. When we get into the network, I should actually get everything going, right? 10 roboports. Can I get 10 roboports, please? Only 10 of these. Not in the logistic network. Sure, sure. Alright, when I am waiting, because I know that I will be waiting for a long time. And in the meantime, we should get the electric drills and also train stop signals. Do we have everything? I am not sure. Let's check the chain signals. Do we have chain signals? Not really. We need at least 2 of these. A locomotive. Cargo wagons. Well, maybe there are some steel plates on the spider train. No. Oh yeah, there are some steel plates. Are you taking stuff from me right now? Wait a minute. Yeah, okay. All of the wood. Of course, it's in the logistics trash slot. I just got scared. Alright, I think that we should try to read the Factory Friday facts. Let's see. I have the browser opened already. And let's see what kind of news we have here. Of course, I was waiting for that. I was just looking through it, but I didn't read any of this. So let's try to read the news. Hello, welcome once again to the world of facts. Do you love watching your production graphs grow as much as we do? Well, in my case, they are not growing as much because I need something all the time. But in general, I love to when they actually grow. It is a little bit tricky. When you transition from steam power to solar panels and accumulators, to know if you have enough capacity in the system to survive the cold dark nights. Generally, you might just wait until nighttime and see if your factory blacks out. If so, build more solar and accumulators. It would be helpful and convenient to see the statistics of accumulator charge levels. So we added such information. Oh yeah. But isn't that something that we have already? Yeah, accumulator charge weight. I guess that they mean something different. The main reason it was more critical was that on Falgora, the production from lightning at nighttime is much less predictable. So it is more important to see the timeline of the accumulator charge. Okay, so we get another graph. All right, we don't have it. You can track science-packed consumption in the production UI, but that does not account for things like productivity modules and the new research productivity technologies. So we added a new special item in the production statistics that shows the total final science that is produced. Oh, yeah, this is nice. Of course, it's good to see that the science needs improvements, although I don't really need those graphs because my production is so low on everything, unfortunately. It was tolerable in the first days of playtesting with planets and platforms that all the production statistics were global. However, when you want to get more and more precise with your gameplay and trying to optimize each part, it becomes quite necessary. For instance, on platforms, we need to know if we are producing enough fuel and ammo to keep the ride going. Yeah, that's fair. But how do you check that? Do you just need to switch to that view and then you're checking like regular on power pools? I am not sure if I see the power pools out there on the screenshot. And it's super helpful when checking if a specific planet producing enough when some items are crafted in many places. Yes. This is going to help so much because I know that I would be confused and I would try to determine what's going on because I am underproducing on some planets and probably I wouldn't notice that. I'm sure this is going to happen, but with my chronic underproduction, I think that I will just have underproduction everywhere. We also added a checkbox to switch to a global statistics view, so all possibilities are available to the player. Yes. Makes sense. Going deeper still, we want to dissect our production by what quality the produced items are. Oh yes, speaking of the quality, that's something that bothers me a lot. I just want for it to work. And I don't remember that quality thing. I guess you will have to farm it in the way... I don't know if I really want that as a player. It probably adds another layer of... like another interesting layer to the player that is advanced, but I am not sure if this is going to be a good solution for the casual players like me. And I know that was mentioned before, but the thing is, I'm still not sure about that. It would be nice to just turn it off if you want to have a slightly reduced difficulty level, and then to be able to turn it on when you feel like you're a more advanced player, something like that. So what do you think? Are there any other statistics improvements you can think about for 2.0? What I said, just lower the difficulty, allow the casuals like me to lower the difficulty so I don't have to worry about the quality, and then the other players that would love to have it, they can have it when they play on like normal difficulty, hard difficulty, something like that. Linux adventures, that might be interesting. I have appeared in a few FFFs by now, but I have never formally introduced myself. My name is Rygard. I have been playing Factorio since June of 2017, making mods for the game since the 0.17 release in March 2019. It was March 2019, time flies, llamas. And I finally joined Woob in March of 2023. My primary roles at the company are expansion programming and Linux support, as well as being an advocate for the modding community. I have been daily driving Linux for multiple years and have fallen ever deeper into the black hole of customization and minimalism. Why don't most games support macOS and Linux is a sentiment I often see echoed across the internet. Supporting a new platform is a lot more than just changing some flags and hitting compile. Windows, macOS, Linux, and the Nintendo Switch all use different compilers, different implementations of the C++ standard library, and have different implementation quirks, bugs, and features. All of them are features. Don't lie to yourself, all of them are features. There are no bugs, they're just features. You need to set up CI for the new platform, expand your build system to support the new compilers and architectures, and have at least one person on the team that cares enough about the platform to actively maintain it. If you're a video game, you will likely need to add support for another graphics backend, Vulkan or OpenGL as well, since DirectX X is Windows exclusive. Many developers will take one look at the Windows market share and decide that it is not worth the trouble to support other platforms. Also, with the meteoric rise of the Steam Deck and Proton, it is easier than ever for game developers to ignore Linux support because Valve does some black magic that lets their game run anyway. Factorio supports macOS and Linux so well because there has always been someone at Woob who actively uses these platforms and is willing to take on the burden of supporting it. Our native Apple Silicon support is a great example of this. Today, I will take you through some of the adventures I have had with maintaining Factorio's Linux support. This is the first time when I read Factorio Friday facts that are going so deep into details on that, which is a really nice way of seeing what they are struggling with on a daily basis. Because we don't really see that, right? Especially if we are Windows users. Wayland. My first self-appointed task after joining the team was to add Wayland support to the game. Wayland is a new display protocol that has been in development to replace the antiquated and insecure X11 system. Modern Linux distributions are beginning to switch to Wayland as default, so supporting it in Factorio is paramount. We utilize the SDL library, which neatly handles most low-level system interactions and abstracts them into a common interface. SDL has support for Wayland, so all that I theoretically needed to do was build SDL with Wayland enabled and it would just work. Of course not! It never works this way. However, it's not quite a simple plug and play. Wayland provides protocols in the form of XML files that you then use the Wayland scanner binary to convert into C program and header files. Being relatively new to C++ at the time, my initial solution was convoluted and involved checking the generated Wayland protocols into our source tree to be manually regenerated every time we updated SDL. A few months ago, armed with a year's worth of experience, I improved this workflow to automatically generate the files as a part of the build process, so they are always up to date with the protocol XML files that SDL ships with. Factorio has supported Wayland since 1.1.77, but it needs to be explicitly enabled by setting the video driver in your environment. For Factorio 2.0, I added a drop-down to select your preference in the UI. Okay, that's nice. Once Wayland support was implemented, I received a bug report that the window was missing a title bar and close buttons called window decorations when running on GNOME. Most desktop environments will allow Windows to supply their own decorations if they wish, but will provide a default implementation on the server side as an alternative. GNOME, in their infinite wisdom, have decided that all clients must provide their own decorations, and if a client does not, they will simply be missing. I disagree with this decision. Factorio does not need to provide decorations on any other platform, nay, on any other desktop environment, but GNOME can abuse its popularity to force programs to conform to its idiosyncrasies or be left behind. Wow, that's what I needed. I needed the angry Linux user that is bitching on something. That's something I didn't expect. Like, in general, it was phrased really nicely, nice explanations, and then boom, somebody is complaining about GNOME. Nice. To fix this, I had to bring in another dependency, libdecor. It functions and SDL even has support for it, but a video game shouldn't have to supply window decorations in the first place. But it would be too easy if it would support everything, right? A video is worth more than 1,000 words. Alright, I'm not going to play this one. Especially because they are giving away the photosensitivity warning, I am not going to play this. Because I might be affected by it. And you might be affected by it as well. I use the Sway window manager, and a particularity of this window manager is that it will automatically resize floating windows to the size of their last submitted frame. This has unveiled an issue with our graphics stack. It takes the game 3 frames to properly respond to a window resize. The result is a rapid tug of war, with Sway sending a ton of resize events and Factory responding with outdated frame buffer sizes, causing the chaos captured above. Okay, so the photosensitivity issue that there are flashing images going on. Okay, it's good that they explained it without having to watch the video. I spent 2 full days staring at our graphics code, but could not come up with an explanation as to why this is happening, so this work is still ongoing. Since this issue only happens when running the game on Wayland under Sway, it's not a large priority, but it was too entertaining not to share. In a C++ program, there are 3 ways to load or include a library. By including it in your source binary, static linking, having the system loads it when your program starts, dynamic linking, your program loads it explicitly after startup, which is dynamic loading, or what I call runtime linking. We have many libraries such as SDL, Font, Stash, and Lua that are statically linked, but Factory 1.1 also has many dynamically linked libraries. I am not going to read this, that's a list. Among these libraries are X11 and Pulse Audio, which are being deprecated in favor of Wayland and Pipewire respectively. This causes a compatibility nightmare because if any dynamic dependencies are missing, the game will not launch. This obviously will not do. The presence of these dependencies confused me because we utilize SDL for most of the low-level syscalls, audio and video, and SDL relies entirely on runtime linking. An investigation revealed the source of most of these dependencies to be Allegro, the low-level library that we utilized for most of Factory's alpha phase, but we have since replaced with SDL. The only remaining use of Allegro in 2.0 was as a secondary audio backend in case a user experienced issues with the SDL audio backends. But the SDL backend has been stable for a very long time, so the time was ripe for its removal. This eliminated 123,000 lines of code from the game and drastically reduced the number of dynamic dependencies. Oh wow. Oh wow. It turns out that Allegro was not the only thing requiring us to lean against X11. Back in 2017, we received a bug report that a user could not paste large blueprint strings into the game, and Oxide fixed this by adding support for X11 incremental clipboard transfers to our UI's backend's clipboard handler. I was hoping to utilize SDL's built-in clipboard functionality, but unfortunately, SDL does not support incremental transfers. This means there are 3 options. The first one, continue linking against X11, requiring users to install X11 on their system to be able to run the game. I don't want to mess with static linking. 2. Figure out how to do runtime linking and implement that. Or 3. Upstream our incremental transfers code into SDL so we can leverage SDL's clipboard functions and other SDL-based games can benefit from our work. As you might guess, I chose the third option. The work to upstream our code is ongoing, but should be done in time for Factorio 2.0's release. Many of you might not be aware that Factorio has support for saving your game in the background without freezing while it does so. This feature is tucked away in the hidden settings and only works on Mac OS and Linux. This is one great example of taking advantage of a platform's features to benefit the game, which would not be available to us if we simply went through Proton. Asynchronous saving works by using the fork syscall to essentially duplicate the game. The primary instance, the one you interact with, continues playing, but the newly forked child runs the saving process, then exits on completion. I have used it for many years and have never had issues, but the setting remains hidden because there are a few unsolved problems with it and it requires a significant amount of RAM to work. I would love to promote this feature away from its hidden status in 2.0. If you are playing on Linux or Mac OS, please enable asynchronous saving and report any issues you find. I am particularly interested in reproducing a seemingly random freeze that occurs at the end of the process. Thank you in advance. It has been but a glimpse of the work I have been doing to ensure Factorio on Linux is the best that it can be. There are still many open bug reports and other issues, but I am generally happy with the state of things and can confidently say that Factorio has great Linux support. As always, submit a text buffer with your feedback to the usual places and we'll launch the rocket in 3, 2, 1. Let's go! To sum up, I don't have enough of the C++ experience to actually complain. But the last part that was written on the Linux support, I would call it the C++ developer diary and some bitching on GNOME. I mean, that's what I needed today. Made my day in the way, right? Sure, why not? Oh, Blady is back. Welcome back, Blady. I was reading Factorio Friday facts. It's just good to know that there will be more of the graphs going, and also you can divide the graphs into separate planets that you have set up so you know where you have underproduction. But as I mentioned before, in my case, the underproduction is going to happen everywhere, pretty much. So what do you think about this Friday facts, guys? Of course, I am not the one to use the Linux support because I am not using it as much. I was using it more at work than for private stuff. So I'm definitely not going to play Factorio this way. No, the rails are in the way. Awful. But okay, we are in the logistic network. Now I can do almost nothing. I like that their support wants to support Linux. Yep, Laser, I agree. It's 2024, it should be supported by all game libraries, and I think not so many studios write their own engines, yeah. Well, it's 2024 and still... Okay, even if we don't talk about Linux support, there is one thing that I am complaining about as a streamer a lot, and you might already figured out what is that. It's 2024 and still some of the game makers don't even think about allowing either the game to run in the background or for the music to run in the background. And when my game is not in focus, that means there will be no music, no sound effects, not at all. And it makes really
Word of our
awkward...
community's acclaim spreads.
It makes really awkward silence at times, right? So yeah, it's just nice to remember about that. Game makers, just remember to give us the option, us the streamers, the option to play the music in the background or not, to make this decision. Zabius is here with the raid. Welcome and thank you for the raid. Playing Pokemon. How was your stream? How is your weekend so far? Thank you for the really quick shout out, Laser. Zamis, how have you been lately? Guys, I hope that you are using the opportunity to click the follow button and check out Zamius later. I'm sure that you're going to enjoy their stream, especially because they are really good XCOM player. We were just reading Factory Friday facts, and it turns out that they're working really hard on the Linux support in general. That's nice to hear. Laser said it's 2024, everybody should have Linux support. But it's 2024 and not everybody allows the streamer to choose if they want for their game in the background, for the music in the background to be played or not. So I'm not expecting that much. Directed an improvised workshop for a company at least earlier today and hosted a business pilot this week for VR escape rooms. Wow! So how do they work actually? Like, it's just an app, or do you have the real escape room and then you add some kind of layer with the virtual reality to it? How is that supposed to work? I'm not sure if I have heard something about that in the past. I don't think I did. And that might be a little bit interesting. You might add some interesting effects to it. But probably you need to use the real room as well, right? Like you're mixing the real life with the virtual reality. Is this how it's supposed to work? Or maybe I misunderstood something. A normal escape room that is built 100% on the virtual reality. Alright, so you get into a room, but it's completely empty. It's completely empty, so you are safe and you're not going to bump into walls by accident, but you're playing the escape room game. Oh, okay, that's nice as well. I would love to play this kind of stuff. It's not like I am very experienced with the escape rooms, but there were quite a few that we got through with Laser, and it's just a lot of fun. Wait, guys, I think that, of course, the logistics stuff is not requested. Am I right? Of course it's not requested, because why should I request? Why should I request the splitters? Yeah, of course. But I think that the bots can work on that, so whatever. But I can see that we cannot use this. No, we cannot use the stack inserters, unfortunately. Oh. Well, we are facing the dramatic underproduction like many times before. So I have to try to do something about that. And it will be messed up a little bit. But it's okay. Damn, this is a nice idea. For the virtual escape rooms, although AR would be fun. But there is always some kind of things that could be done regarding that, so I guess that somebody will figure that out, how to make that happen anyway. All right, let's try to connect these rails. Yeah, connecting the rail. Great. You have one job, Llama. You have one job. I just can't. Please, Factorio makers, please. Can we have an update? Can we have an update regarding rails? I just can't. I need it now. I can't wait. Please do something. Oh wait, am I going to of course not. Of course not. I mean, it works, right? I can't complain. I just can't complain. This is disgusting. Oh no, not this, oh, not this piece. She'll be okay. Don't panic, Llama, don't panic. I just don't like rails much. But getting out of your comfort zone, you know, guys. Sorry, I got a little bit busy doing that, but you know that I'm not a huge fan of the rails. Let's be honest. I could do that better. So let's get back to the escape room conversation. Zamius, if you wouldn't mind sharing a little bit more information about it, is this like your side business that you're doing? Are you cooperating with someone, or is this related to the company that you work for? Like, what is it exactly? I'm asking out of curiosity, but I understand that this might be private questions. Planning to make it my main business model. Okay, that's fair. That's something interesting. That's something that you can definitely do, and you might be one of the first people, because I haven't seen something like that before. And also, if you could make it into a AR later, would be great. Started planning it since the last year's autumn. Okay, makes sense. Yeah, it's good that you're working on that in the longer period of time. That's... So what should I do? I guess that I should just wish you good luck with your business, and I think that it has really good chance to just work really nicely. I don't make the escape rooms though. Okay, but maybe in the future. But at least you set something up and you're working with someone to provide the escape rooms. Let's hope that you will have a lot of clients, because the idea is really good in my opinion. And if I remember correctly, this is not your first business and you're good with setting up the business in general, so human puppet fingers crossed for this one to be your best one so far. Let me interrupt for a second. Of course we are not in the network, because why should we be in the network, right? I am not plugging this in. I don't care. The bots need to do something. Oh yeah. Speaking of doing something, I would appreciate oh no. I would appreciate having materials for the cargo wagon. Yeah. We have one locomotive somewhere. Random spot. This should be the pickup, the north pickup spot. Yep. And we should have a station. Drop-off station. Of course it's inaccessible. Okay, that's fair. I know what happened. True, this would be my second business. But I think that you will do great with this one. You already have some experience, so I guess that there is a little bit less of the fear involved. Am I right? How do we place that? This and that. And this is going to mess things up. Come on. This was messed up, don't you think? Which one is connected to which stuff, by the way? Ooh, this is going to be a big issue. Oh, llamas, I'm in trouble again. But I had this kind of stuff before. What's going on? I don't remember this mess. Yeah. But this time we have a split the other way around? No, not really. This is pretty much yeah, this is pretty much similar. Llama, what's the problem? Here's the trailer. Okay, I am going to save it, but I would like to avoid watching it right now on stream. I hope you don't mind, you know, my strange rules and stuff. But I will keep that and check it out later. Thank you. Not at all. You know how annoying this is probably when you give me a link and I say, oh yeah, I will check it later. Sorry, sometimes I check it after a month or so, but I do check them when I remember. It's not on purpose, it's just my memory might be a bit short at times. Llamas, this doesn't look good. This doesn't look good at all. This doesn't look good. This will mess up my setup, am I right? So now we have the... Okay. Okay. I need to check the second train. This might work, but of course I messed something up. I just know myself that I could mess something up. Okay. So if we get the drop station, okay, the drop station and pick station, we need to have empty cargo, we need to have full cargo to leave. And I like to have 20 seconds of inactivity, remember that? It annoys some of you, I know. But let's add 20 seconds of inactivity. And let's see. This will be messed up. I know this will be messed up. Okay. The spider goes here, and the spider is going to look at this awfulness. In short, I plan to make a premise where you can experience those VR escape rooms with VR devices alone or with maximum 6 players group. That's a lot of people. 6 players. So the difficulty levels have to be adjusted unless these are going to be different rooms, but it depends on the game actually. But yeah, it's good to provide some kind of safe option for that. But I hope that you're going to make some kind of, how do you call it? Some kind of safety measures, you know, like soft pieces glued to the walls, some kind of foam or something like that. Since there is pretty much zero awareness of them here in Finland. No competition. Yeah, exactly. You can definitely go for it. Yeah, I think that is going to be a really, really good idea. Okay, let's go there manually, guys. Oh, why you cannot go there? Let me guess. One piece of train is missing, like rails is missing. I'm not throwing salt. I am not throwing salt. I am not throwing salt. I am not throwing salt. Yeah. Just my tiny locomotive thing. Yeah. So, according to my plan, this locomotive should stay here until the other one leaves and the other one is not at the station. So that locomotive has got green light and it's going to get back soon, I think. So when we enter, this should be red. This should be red, and now we got green lights. So this train can go. And then there is red light for... Right. There is red light for the train that is supposed to come. Great. And now we can arrive at the station. So let's simulate that. Jesus Christ! The rails. I'm not throwing salt at all. Hey, Iwari. Good to see you. Let's throw some hay at you. Hey. How are you doing? Okay, so this train stopped. This is what I expect. And we're doing something here. That train is still in the spot that I expected it to be. And now, I hope I didn't mess that up. Cause it should go... Yeah, it should turn right and this train is going... Yep. I forgot how to Factorio. Iwari, how is life treating you? Okay, I think I can just do stop here. Like, whoa, wait, this is going fast, bro. This is just the wood. Why would you... Oh, there's no fuel anymore? Oh yeah, this is last piece of fuel. Yeah. Well, you cannot really have an inventory if you have no cargo wagons, am I right? 1, 2, and we can't afford more because... and we don't even have any fuel. It's rough. It's rough. We're still having some issues with underproduction. Doing so, okay, it's going. Currently no work because of holidays, so chilling. All right, what kind of plans do you have? By the way, did you add the little mod? Not yet. Not yet. The only time when I played Factorio was when I finally did the landfill. That took me about 3 hours, 3 or 4 hours to landfill this, and then I haven't played Factorio ever since. So it was like 2 weeks without Factorio at all. I just remembered to get back to RimWorld. And to be honest, if you read the Discord announcements, like the last 3 or 4 announcements, I don't remember how many anymore, you know that I had some, you know, other things going on. Let's put it that way. Okay, this is supposed to work. If this is supposed to work, we shouldn't have any issues. Oh yeah, we shouldn't have any issues, but we have cargo wagon issues. Come on, Llama, focus, for God's sake. Yeah, I read something. Yeah. So it's getting better in general. It's going. Hello, Mr. M. How was your week so far? Sleepy and nasty, and it's just going. But the sleepiness is slowly going away, and that's something that makes me a little bit less stressed about everything. But I don't know how to feel stuff much. It's just my emotions are quite muted, as I said before. It's just I know that there is something going on, but I can't really explain that. It's weird. Currently in a spiral of bad sleep schedule. Oh no, you worry. Okay, you said that you have some holiday time, so you could use this time as a great opportunity to try to work on that, to kind of regulate your sleep schedule. But that's a good llama that would recommend you that. The bad llama always thinks the other way. The bad llama always says, it's a great time when you have the time off because you can stay up until very, very late or very early in the morning. You got 2 llamas in you, Iwari. One of them is good, one of them is bad. You need to pick which one you listen to. That's good to hear. Small steps at a time go a long way in the end. I hope so. Thank you for being so kind, guys. Also, Mr. M, I have seen your wall of text and... wow, that's something. And of course, I don't want you to remove it at all because I asked for it anyway, right? No, we don't have purples. Llama. Please, Llama. Do something. Llama. What? Llama. Why are you doing this to yourself, Llama? This is awful. One electric ball. One. Literally one. Maybe I can stretch it. Oh, no, I can't. Oh, no, I can't. Oh, no, I can't. I tried. Maybe there is... oh, maybe this one. I can steal this one. And yeah, we stretched it. Well, it started with holidays, because no regular getting up in the morning, just me on YouTube too much. Oh, I feel you. Yeah. I have spent a lot of time on YouTube lately as well. And playing League of Legends, and listening to YouTube stuff in the background. Hope it wasn't too hard to read? No, I don't think so, Mr. M. But in short, I would say wait for a bit before buying and watch a small bit of the gameplay to see if it's your cup of tea. I know it is mine. That's totally fair. Also, do you know that the company actually made some kind of competition? Like, if you use a hashtag Frostpunk contest or something like that, and you describe Frostpunk 1, I believe, in 6 words, then there is a chance that you can win Frostpunk 2. Actually, I should repost it, so you could try to use the opportunity, guys. They said that there is time until Monday, and I added my idea as well, so maybe you could try it too. Alright, it's working now. Now that we have this out of the way, hopefully. I said now that we have this out of the way and now it is fixed. Everything is fixed. I'm not getting into that. We're getting back to setting up the VIP super... Wait. I always forget how it's called. VIP super exclusive copper smelting. Exactly. We're getting back to less of the basics again. Because I have this special little setup for copper, but we didn't have enough of the copper in the first place. So right now, with this additional input, it should be okay. We'll see. I like that they are actively looking for improvements, as they have forwarded some feedback from someone who made a sketch for the improved UI. Wow. So this was the person from the community that has made such thing. It's amazing. Shame I already bought it, but who would have thought? It was like a day ago or 2 days ago when they announced it. No, hadn't seen it yet. Will possibly not respond for the aforementioned reason. Oh yeah, okay. I understand, but maybe I should put it on Discord if somebody else would like to try to win it. Maybe somebody could use the opportunity. Tommy, the community managers forwarded a message from the Discord Reddit. Wow, nice. Tested some recipe chains today for the last tier of circuit, all from row 1, or casual dozens of GW. Oh guys, by the way, speaking of Factorio, for a moment. Let's talk about Factorio, and then later let's move on to Fallout as well, briefly. But let's talk about Factorio first. Have you read the Factorio Friday Facts? I was reading them before on stream, and well, let's say that there are some C++ developer struggles with Linux support. It is great to get into that. There is some bitching on GNOME, so I would recommend that. It kind of cheered me up a little bit, I could say. It was an interesting read, you know. Everything is going smoothly, and then there was some salt, in my opinion. So that's interesting, very interesting. All right, guys, I will show you what was the thing that I have struggled with, and of course, this is not the real thing. Oh yeah, of course, I will have to adjust things, because now we need to cut this area out. Okay, wait for it. And they're stealing something from... Oh yeah, they're bringing these splitters. All right. I could send the link in spoiler mode for the improved sketch if you're interested. Of course, yeah, go for it, Mr. M. I'm glad that you have so many news, because sometimes I live under the rock, you know that, and I'm not up to date with everything. I like to stay under my rock from time to time. You know me, guys. Let's cut this area out completely. Let's not provide this copper ore to this spot anymore. Oh, this was separate anyway. Okay. But let's not do that. Let's not do that. And of course, we're going to rely exclusively on this output that becomes input. Oh, you know what I mean. This is out of network. All right. I will have to think about that. I will have to connect it to the network. But the thing is that, yeah, the unloading is going well because of the stack inserters. Awesome. So it's kind of expanded. Let's call it expanded. I want to delete something from the to-do list map. Oh, Transk. Welcome, good to see you. I have Factorio, but I am far too lazy for this. Don't worry, you are in the good place, because I am too lazy to do many things. So we can fight this stuff together. We can fight anything that we're too lazy for regarding Factorio. I follow Frostpunk closely, as I like the premise, the mechanics of the game, and I am looking forward to it, so anything related you will hear from me. Awesome! Now we need some more news on the Death Stranding 2 as well. But I am not as hyped for Death Stranding, to be honest, guys. Because for some reason, I think that introducing... What was the name of that guy? Oh no. So embarrassing. The, you know, the one with the skull on his face. You remember the name of this guy. I think it was somewhat unusual. What was the name? Seriously, I forgot the name of this guy. You know, the main bad guy in the game. Another nerd, thank you for the bunk. Yeah, I guess I deserved that for some reason. Hi, Kratzy! Happy weekend to you! also rewatched a stream of yours today where I was taken hostage. Dan Sniper, oh, Mr. M, I'm so sorry. You and Inter has been taken, and I don't know if I can get you back in any way. And I am having some hard time handling this situation because I don't like to lose anyone from the RimWorld base, but they were so sneaky, and if I could just fight that sniper first, I could avoid the situation from happening. So maybe I could do better somehow, and I had no idea how to handle it. I just didn't have the range for that. I hoped I can kind of sneak past everyone else, but it was very difficult. And also there was siege ongoing that hit laser directly. Yeah. That was quite a dramatic stream. If you don't know what we are talking about, guys, there is a past stream available both on Twitch and YouTube, so I will throw you my social links so you can check it out. The last RimWorld stream, or actually 2 streams ago, 2 RimWorld streams ago, Mr. M has been kidnapped, and it has been awful ever since. In general, we have a lot of breakdowns, and there was a tornado. Oh, maybe I shouldn't mention that. But there was some really, really bad event that somebody summoned. A tornado has been thrown, and also the tornado has thrown an exception. But that was brutal, to say the least. Yeah. Right, I will provide this, all of this, or into this setup, but I need to check how many lines do I need? Okay, I should have 4 to 6 balancer, but I don't know if I can make it, because I know that if we're with yellow bells, this might not work. I say that wading through Illis libraries in another window. Everybody has got something that they say they are too lazy to do, and there are other things that you just find enjoyable enough that you're doing that anyway. So I'm not surprised. I think the last 400 hours of Factorio playtime was just me doing mod tests. Almost done with all recipes, need to do some scripts, full technology tree, and balancing. Balancing the hardest part of all of it, but I know that you can make it, you worry. Make sure that you will post the link to the mod when you're finished with it in the game stuff. I was planning to maybe try to stream a little bit in the vacation time, and Frostpunk 2 fits perfectly in the time frame. Oh yes, it does. It was July, wasn't it? I think it was July. Watch the stream this week, I meant brain fried. You might be just tired. It doesn't mean that the brain is fried yet. It might lose its squishiness a little bit. Maybe you need to rest a little bit so you will gain the squishiness back. That's how it works. Yeah, I know something about that. Yeah. I have played the Billions enough to know how to get the squishiness of the brain. How to keep the brain fresh. Can I ask, out of curiosity, if you don't mind, have you watched it on Twitch or on YouTube? Because in general, the streams that are finished on YouTube, and of course I'm multi-streaming, they are being automatically added to the playlist, so it is easier, technically it is easier to find them on YouTube than on Twitch. And I need to remember to make a highlight on Twitch to make sure that this video is not going to disappear. And also, well, the watch time is quite important, so I do appreciate if you didn't have time to join the stream before, or maybe you want to rewatch it and you would do that on YouTube. Also, I mentioned that before, but also I am planning to make a little post that the subscribers might see that we have reached 500 views on the videos, and this is awesome considering that this is just the live streams, nothing else right now. Yeah, I am really surprised with that, in a positive way, of course. So thank you, Llamas, for your support, because the watch time is very important on YouTube, you know that. Right? So thank you. Thank you. Oh, wow. 7 more hours on YouTube. That is awesome. Thanks. It really matters a lot. I might not be able to see it immediately because I have seen that YouTube is not counting the watch time every day. It is verifying it every few days, at least in my case right now. Maybe it just needs to get used to the algorithm or something like that. I don't know. I'm new to this, all right? I just don't know. Just making up stuff as I go. But at least I am getting some kind of stats material, so I know how to check the stats. It is different with Twitch and YouTube, so I am trying to get used to another platform that is new to me. That's it. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Do we have this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, something is messed up. Let's try again. We need 6 lines, and we got something. The second one, no, it needs to be redone. There is no... This is ridiculous. But bear with me, Llamas. We are rebuilding some very important part of the base. This is turning this way, this is turning this way, and now we got 2 more lines. In here we could possibly have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Meh. This is strange. Viewer retention also, and it's a bit harsh with VODs, long videos, as video retention is very low on those videos. Exactly. But I think that it is being considered a little bit different since these are live views and the live stream in general, I think, because it seems like you are getting a few types of the stats, or at least I figured it out this way, that you have the stats per video that you published, stats per live stream that you have published. So these are kind of 2 different stats. You can look for the stats for your videos and separate stats for your live streams. You can go for the video itself, the single video stats, but also playlist and your posts. And the channel in general, so there are like 5 of them technically. So I guess that if I am somewhat trying to show that there are live streams going on YouTube, and somebody might want to watch that, then it might not harm my channel in the way of, you know, the algorithm just messing up with the video views, because it is just considering live streams, because there are only live streams there. I don't know. I think it works this way, but I might be mistaken. It's interesting. I kind of like the stats things, especially since I stopped worrying about stats that much. You know, every time a streamer, many of the streamers are worried about their stats, if the stats are going to fall, or is there anything happening, you know, the numbers game and all of the stuff. But when you figure out to not worry about it so much, at least you can check those stats and there is less of the chance to kind of blame yourself as a streamer. What have I done this time? Was there some kind of vacation time for people? Was there some kind of holiday, national holidays, or the holidays in the world that has affected the viewership or something like that? It can take quite a lot of time, but if you finally stop worrying about that, then there is no issue with checking the stats. And I really like to look at the stats of mine and other streamers as well, because I can tell in some cases what has happened around some streams, and it's just interesting that you can read quite a lot from these stats, and it's something that I just find interesting. Like, might be boring numbers, on the other hand, it's just fun to try to figure that out. And in YouTube case, I just don't know what I'm doing right now. It's something happening, but I'm not exactly sure what is happening yet. So, in general, the more you watch after the stream, guys, on YouTube, at least you're providing me some stats that I can check later. Because in some cases, the stats are not available. For example, country-related stats are not fully available yet because I got like, I don't know, 4%, 5% of the llamas from the United States. So that's some kind of information, but other than that, some of the stats are still not available to me. For example, the points of interest on the video. Well, guys, I think I messed up something. Why do we have the red circuits like full? What has happened? There is some kind of production issue, and I need to check out what's the issue. We could try to use the opportunity and just increase the production of pretty much anything. Oh yeah, in this case, the green circuits, oh, it's bad, it's bad. I wanted to have a special production of copper for this area as well, so maybe I should add like 4 more lines to support this initial production. Yeah. Sorry that I haven't been doing much today, but you know, it's Factorio chill. I don't want to rush myself. It's just whatever is done is going to get done. It's still a progress, especially keeping in mind how many hours it took to landfill this area. And I was still helping out the biters. I wanted to say the biters. The things, the bots. The bots were very lazy. And not all of the bots were working on the landfill. So I was very annoyed by that. Alright, this is done, this is done. I will have to rebuild some output again, but just plug this in. Just do that. And maybe we should have another one. At times I am just worried that I won't have the roboports adjusted to the grid like they should be. One, two, three, four. I said 4, right? Let's just make 4 of these and then I will worry about it later. The factory must grow. It grows really slowly, but it grows, definitely grows. There is something. It's something. But connect it right there, okay. What about the trains? I need to control those trains. Okay, this one is coming. This one has got the chain signal that is red, which means that this train is not allowed. But it's not coming anyway. Yeah. Cause it's manual, maybe that's why. I completely forgot about it. Oh, llama, llama, llama. I hope to cause this situation that, yeah, that those trains have the opportunity to meet around this area to make sure that they won't clash. And it's the other way around. No, it should be the full cargo inventory. What are you doing? Llama, what are you doing? Yep, and in this case it should be empty. It was okay. It was okay. Llama, focus. I hope that both of those trains will have to wait at some point, but I tested that out already. There is no path. Why is there no path? Pick up north. Oh, okay, wait. Pick up, drop off. But this is the drop off station, right? Oh, wait. No. This is the wrong. This should be the copper thing. I wish I could just change the stop. Silly llama, the station is... I copied the station the wrong way. This is copper, by the way. Why I haven't picked that up before, I don't know. So this needs to go to the drop-off station, but for the copper. Silly llama. Silly llama. Now this should work. That was a little bit embarrassing. And it was not working for a while. I already had it set up. Well, we live, we learn, right? And it's leaving the station and there is the chance that this train will have to wait. It's going. Yeah, it started. But wait for it. Wait for it. You won't be able... You won't be able to get there. Am I right? Yeah, it's red light. You cannot... You shall not pass. You're waiting. Exactly. And this train is leaving. When this train leaves... Yep, everything goes smoothly. Finally. Finally. Oh, llama. And now having that as a way of supporting my existing base, all I have to do is to just make a few of the productivity modules manually in my inventory. Don't pay attention to that. It's just a little accident. Happy little accident. Also, Llamas, I'm sorry, but I think that I will end the stream soon. Like, let's say in the next 20 to 30 minutes, because I'm getting tired already. And at least I will try to keep about 4-hour streams, but it might be difficult at times. So until I regulate all of that, it might be a little bit weird at times. And also, don't forget that if nothing goes wrong, I still want to mention that if nothing goes wrong, there will be Saturday stream at 5 PM UTC unboxing the Heroes game. I will go again. Good speaking a little bit. Hope to see you tomorrow with the unboxing. Yeah, good hey. Good hey to you as well. And it was nice to have you, Mr. M. Sorry for allowing you to be kidnapped in Dreamworld, but it was not intentional. I hope you don't mind. Take care of yourself, please, and I hope to see you on Saturday stream, if possible. Wow, I'm not sure, but I think the music might be a little bit loud. Alright, this is it. Well, this is the type of music that I prefer for Factorio. I hope that the game creators don't mind. See, the Spider-Tron's leg was like tapping to the rhythm of the music. Yep. Alright. So we're switching the production. And we should have, as the effect, we should have more of the plates added to the main bus, because we are not using as much for the initial production of the green circuits. But I am not sure if it is going to work because we don't have any input here. Yeah. And also this line is empty. Why is it empty? I think that there is something that I messed up. Yes, I messed up in this case. So let's add. There are 2 lines. This is a mess. This is a mess, guys. This is a huge mess. Reconnecting all of this will take a while. This, and of course it would be great if I could just increase the production right away so all of these plates would be used up. It would be the best way to see. Oh. It would be the best way to see how it works. But I can't really allow myself to do that right now. I wonder why. There is probably something that I haven't predicted yet. Okay, this is plugged in right there. And then what do we do? This goes here. Okay. This will be full. This will be full. Okay, there's still going to be some problems, and of course I will have to split some of the ore, but I guess that it takes more time than if I would just do this right at the very beginning. One, two, three. Okay, six left. Let's try to split it. It's going to be awful, I know. But we will have some kind of setup. They could use some more of the resources. Yay! Another bunk. Thanks for another bunk, another nerd. Really found that useful. There is never enough of the bunks. Yeah. Another split. No. I will regret this, but the future Llama is going to regret this. And of course, we need even more of the copper ore at this point. Even more than I provided already. Because that one is going straight to the main bus. In this case, I need to find some other solution. But it's going. Is there something that I can disconnect already? This? Please, can I disconnect it already? What is happening out there? Why do we have only half of the belt? Oh yeah, okay. There was some issue going on. Okay. Yeah, all of the belts are supposed to be full. And also let's check this way. And we will have to do something very similar with the iron plates. It would be nice to make a super VIP exclusive production that is not going to steal anything from the main bus. Because when we take stuff from the main bus, then later it gets a little bit annoying. Although we got some backtracking, so all of the plates that haven't been used, they go south until the very end, and everything gets combined into one belt, and then it gets back to the very beginning of the main bus. But this has been done only with the iron plates, because if I want to do this right, if I would like to introduce some more of this kind of backtracking, as I call it, it would be great to just build the main bus, make it wider. But I didn't have enough of the space because there was a huge pond right there. You can see that there is a huge landfill area, and also we have another area that needs to be landfilled, and I am preparing landfill right now. Let's see if... Okay, this poor little chest is already full, so we have to think of some other solution. Yeah. This is not enough. We will have to produce more. Stacking up on 4K is nothing. And also we still have issues with the purple science, and this is something that I need to work on. Yeah, we got the productivity modules, but we are not getting enough of the electronic circuits, and this is why I am trying to increase the production of the regular circuits. Because the ones that we have right there, this is exclusive production for the red circuits. The red circuit flow is really nice from now on, but I am still working on the electronic circuits. They are always a problem. But we got the iron plates problem, not the copper plates problem. I am trying to plug in the copper plates right now. They are coming really slowly. This is what I set up the last time. Oh yeah, I forgot that we got a few of those modules. And of course, I need to check... the network. We are getting really close to 288 megawatts. Let's assume that we are doing the science projects, that we are conducting the research, and we're able to launch the rockets. It would completely destroy any balance. I mean, there is no balance at all in this base, but it will destroy the power production situation. So honestly, I think that we should start working on the power plant right there. That I should landfill like at least half of the spawns and make it into the power plant. And I have an idea. I just need more than almost 5k of the landfill. We need more of that. And this needs to be done so we can expand on the copper, but also iron production in general. And then I might want to switch to beacons. Of course, I am going to keep the power plants going, like the steam-based power plants, because I promised myself that I'm not going nuclear as my main limitation, because usually I was just going nuclear very fast and it was resolving all of my energy related issues, which is not good in my case. I need to kind of get out of my comfort zone. Let's start a little bit of landfill. And I will leave a small area, like it won't look like a pond, it will look like some kind of like a strip of water, basically, very regular one, which is something, you know, that I really like to keep the ponds natural, but in this case it just doesn't work. So I will keep like the stripe of water. And this will help me to power up the power plant, and then everything will go towards the west, so you know that I will have to fight those spiders that I don't want to fight yet, but that's the plan. So I need to briefly, roughly look for the longest piece in this case, or at least attempt to. So I will just use this one as a reference, that we will start right there. But this is not very regular. Once again, it makes me so annoyed every time. Alright, so starting here, this is the piece to the west. I will try to make it big enough so I can use pumps on both sides. Oh, by the way, all of the fishes need to be saved. I completely forgot about that. And please stop shaking, Spidertron, because I can't focus! Exactly. I am getting really angry when it happens, when Spidertron is moving and... Oh, and we accidentally got rid of one of the fishy. See, sometimes it moves and it makes me very, very, very annoyed. Well, that water wasn't very clean anyway. Okay, we got to the other side. It doesn't matter what's happening anymore. We got to the other side, and this part, this will be pure landfill from now on. And I will have exactly the same issues as I had before. Look, some of the pieces that are irregular, when you paint over them as your, blueprints, then they are not getting landfilled because they are irregular, I believe. And this was a huge pain in the butt the last time when I was doing the landfill. But I will just try to not to worry about it this time. Yeah, but pick up all of the fishes. Because the fishes, they deserve to stay alive. Alright? Let's make sure that all of the fishes are being taken care of. When you mark them this way, they don't move anymore. That was a neat trick to cross the water. Yeah, but I got annoyed because I wanted to mark it really nicely and I will have to fix that again, but I don't want to deal with that right now. I just don't care about it right now. Yeah. Okay, we will have to landfill all of the irregular pieces. And also keep the parts that are being used for water, naturally. But in general, yeah, it's nice to make this area kind of, clean, regular. More landfill needed. And I really hope that I will build some kind of logistic network right there, but we're not part of the network. The llama from the past didn't want that to happen. Like, llama from the past was like, okay, I will worry when we get the logistic network, and this moment happens. And right now I am very annoyed with myself. Very annoyed. And also it would be great if I would finally learn how to build according to the grid. Maybe I should check out some tutorials on YouTube, seriously. Because I think even I had enough of this mess. I will try to mark things with the roboparts first. And get some requester chest, by the way. Where's that landfill, by the way? Yeah, here. Okay. Oh, this way. All right. Before I will continue and decide on how big of this area do I want, first we need to landfill this. Whatever. And it would be nice to have requester chest. Requester that is requesting all of the landfill it can get. We're looking for landfill. And we want like 5k. And we can request from buffer chest. No. Okay, we're not requesting from buffer chests because we need to have buffer chest in this area. So everything that we request is not getting stolen. And I am out of power plus again. Okay. This is not fun. I could just copy and paste the solution so I would have all of the logistic requests going on already, but it's fine. It's fine. At least I don't have to control it anymore. It's just whatever the bots are going to do, they will landfill a piece. They have enough of the materials, and then on the map I can check which areas are not landfilled. You can see that this one is not landfilled yet, and I can just copy and paste only one piece and see that it's being done. It's all about the irregular edges I have feeling that this is what's happening. So if we get rid of these irregularities, if I can call it this way, then it's done. They just need to mark it with like size 1 brush, size 1 paste, blueprint brush, something like that. And the little guys are going to do a lot of crazy stuff going on. Like, I don't even want to look at this. I don't care. It really gives me a lot of anxiety when I see the way that the bots are working on the blueprint area. In general, it annoys me a lot. I would like for them to have this kind of the closest neighbor approach. So if they are getting to some area that they have already filled with an item, it would be great for them to get to the nearest item that needs to be placed. And I have heard that they are supposed, like the game creators are supposed to work on that, on this algorithm, so it is not so random. But right now I am still very frustrated with that. That's why I never really felt the need to use a lot of logistic network. It's very off-putting in my opinion, especially if I can see that somebody is making those huge setups for the power plant and it is solar based power plant. It gives me a lot of anxiety when I see this. I just try not to look. It might be weird, but I just don't like it. I just don't. Okay, in this case, I am going to disconnect this part so we are not taking stuff away from the main bus. The main bus needs to be spared a little bit in this case because the production of the circuits is quite demanding. So now when I am trying to get rid of this, of course I am going to change the priority. So the priority input priority from the right, we're going to try to use as much as we can of this. And also I would like to make sure that we're producing enough in the new setup, because right now we got the field belt, but it might not be true. And also the same thing, exactly the same thing needs to be done to the iron ore, especially because I would like for it to be more regular from the very beginning. And also there is a lot of pieces that is missing pretty much. And I was hoping that if I do this backtracking that I will prevent this situation from happening, but you can see that the production is still waiting. And if the production is still waiting, I am not getting a lot of the green circuits into the main bus, and then it gets even worse because almost none of the green circuits are getting to the production of the purple science. I can't improve on the purple science if we don't have the electronic circuits going. So it needs a lot of work anyway. But this slow replace is something that works for me really, really, really well. At least I don't have to worry about, you know, picking up everything, putting it into network. But in this case, I need to do something. Okay, let's increase, at least for now. Let's try to increase the output priority to the left, it's going to mess the proportions anyway. But let's try for a while, at least for a while, to get a little bit more, to produce a little bit more, so I am getting rid of this belt. Of course, it's not going to help in the long run. But I can see that this belt is already getting empty. And if I can clean that up, well, I am not really satisfied with it or anything, because this should be done a long time ago, but it's some kind of progress. And if it's some kind of progress, I am going to accept that. It's just the exclusive area needs to be worked on a little bit more. And by the way, let's switch to the original production, the one that I have planned. And now, when I see this, let's make sure that the production is keeping up. Is it keeping up right now? We got the productivity modules, we got the speed modules, and I think that it will take me a really long time to upgrade those modules. So probably I will play some of the game off stream at some point. I don't know if I am going to do this today, as I am tired. But I need to prepare some stuff in advance, because I know it might not be the absolutely best thing going on in the game. And making modules manually, well, it can make everyone mad, including me. So I think that it is slowly time to end the stream. And I wonder if we can raid somebody. I can see that Salamander is playing some game that looks really interesting, some kind of strategy game. I don't know if this is turn-based or not, or is it real time, but I think that it's worth checking it out. So guys, once again I would like to thank Zamius for the lovely raid, and I would like to thank everyone who was hanging out with me today. Let's try to raid Salamander, and make sure that you are throwing the message in the chat. We are here to chew hay and party, and we're all out of hay. Of course, throw all of the hype emotes that you have, not only from my channel but from other channels as well. You know the rules, you know the drill, damas. And also, I would like to give you a friendly reminder. This video is going to be visible on YouTube, so before I switch to the Twitch raid, anyone who has visited on YouTube, thank you so much for watching this past live stream, and I hope to see you in the next video.